Okay, so it's 12:59 right now. I'm resisting, right? I'm saying it is resisting because I haven't given in. I haven't started forwarding yet. I think I'm becoming one of those people who I see YouTube videos. I start forwarding them to people. There's so much funny content. I want to share it with my mom and my sisters and my babies, and they're just people. It's funny, it's entertaining, but So my daughter arranged for like me and this lady that she knows to become friends. Like she made a girl date, like a play date for me and this lady. And I appreciate her for doing that. I do. It was a really big deal. And me and the lady really hit it off too. I do consider her a friend now. I think that we are a lot alike. She agreed about a lot of things. Long story short, one of the things that she mentioned when we were in our questionnaire, she specifically made comments. As long as you're not one of those people who send video. I was like, you better get over that shit, because I am that person actually. I will send you all kinds of stuff, funny videos, spiritual videos about the aliens. I can look at the alien videos. Oh my God. I can look at those. What else? Cartoons. My favorite cartoons. I go back and I watch those sometimes. I'm not going to start brand and channel dropping, but y'all know what y'all missing out on. That's all I'm gonna say. But everyone, you're spending your time doing what you want to do. So let me see, before the resistance, because I've been scrolling and thumbing and starting a message and deleting it. I keep doing that. Before that, I'm in the car listening to Beethoven with my nephew. And we used to do it a lot more. Like I already don't go nowhere. Like I'm always at home. So, and I love that. And so I did try to break myself out of it and just kind of, go out and socialize and just, just kind of be out. But I've never been just really out there like that. And it's all energy, and it's all inside the car with me. I spin that, and I have a good time with that. And my nephew, he goes rolling with me. We roll all over, listening to classical music. Listen to classical music, or whenever they were little bitty, I would put them in the car and we would do the Drake Successful. And then now that we'll never hit, I have two nephews. And so when the one that is my godson, when he got, old enough to listen to it, it went from Drake Successful to, Never Loved Us. And he is, they both like that. But the younger one, the one that I have all the time, he's always with me. I introduced him to classical. Well, I won't say I introduced him. For any child that watches cartoons, you've been introduced to classical music. It's in commercials. It's everywhere. It influences much. So, but he wanted to, man. So, I signed up for this contest. I didn't know that it was going to be that kind of contest. I thought it was going to be something that it's within the realms of this company. I didn't even really read the disclaimer, and I didn't see how big this thing was. I entered into the Fab over 40. And I'm going to have to find the statement that I wrote. But at the end of the statement, because I didn't know that it was going to be something that was going to be public, I can be, I won't say I tend to be, but I can be a bit of a smart ass. I can be, especially like when I'm typing. This is the cloak of invisibility. This is the elder wand. I am nifty with my writing, okay? Especially when I'm trying to make a point. And in my introduction, the point I'm making about myself, it was very light and funny and shameless. When I say shameless, one of the last things that I put in there was like, yeah. And I'm also recently unemployed. Like, I ain't got a job. And I'm still fabulous over 40, I was just clowning, which that's very true. Don't tell anybody I said that. But I said it. So that's been like 2 weeks ago. I died and then I came back. I died and came back before I ever left the building. It was released right then. And I mean it. There are some things. There are some things that maybe on the outside it can appear. You can appear and maybe even feel defeated, but one must never be that. There's nothing about anyone, anything, or any situation that's so big that you should allow yourself to be so tied to it that it might hurt if you walked away from it. That's not the type of attachment that I want in the first place. But anyway, so much has happened in the last 2 weeks. It's been in a couple of days. It'll be exactly 2 weeks. 2 weeks that I have just been chilling. I typically land on my feet. It's been a long time since I've had to. So I've even given it a second thought. But I just like I was saying a moment ago, these are blessings in disguise. There are some things that I've seen. I mean, I think that about like many of the places that I've worked at, wherever you are right now, every place that you were at before that place contributed to who you are and how you show up today. And so there are some skill sets that I did not have before. I'm going to say over the last maybe 7 or 8 years, it's just I've been sharpened and molded and melted back down and to just like my basic form in complete humility, and then built back up. That's some breath of life blowing into what looks like lava. If we're all clay, if I'm clay. I used to love playing with clay too. Like I have some pieces. Like it just makes you want to be, it's pulling out with this free time that I have that I didn't have before because I was bogged down with somebody else's shit, a bunch of other people's shit. The things that actually bring me joy are returning to me. I was free when I was bound by a 9 to 5. I was free, but like I haven't had this type of like a real break. Just to be like I feel like I never truly feel negative about anything because I'm always considering the why, like what's going on. And like, I mean, when I say what's going on, I mean like what's really going on. What is the lesson that I was supposed to give or that I was supposed to teach to someone? Or, I mean, I'm always conscious of things like that. And so, my baby wanted to roll in the car tonight to listen to music, and not concerned about, well, I know you were at work all day and you might be too tired.
He doesn't even fully understand, like, she good. She gonna be able to, for now.
But yeah, So back to the fab of 40, right? So because because I didn't study up like I should have before just entering, as I do think that I'm fabulous, and I do think that I'm beautiful and inspiring and strong, and I wanna and funny.
And if I'm smelly, it's only in my sleep. Okay.
So, but yes. So now I have to prepare, and so I was, I'm as I'm reading about it. It's like I have to basically send an invite or let my friends know, my friends and followers, that they're not consistent on any platforms. Because this is what I'm talking about. Like, I have plenty of them. I get like hundreds and hundreds of hits, of views. But the interaction is the only interaction that are the primary interaction that I get. Men and women, they're messaging me. We're having actual conversations. I removed my cell phone number from the profile that was giving me the most grief, because it inspires. It doesn't always inspire what was intended. And that's about as nice as I can say that. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. So about the aliens that no one's talking about. I was talking to someone about it earlier this evening, and it's like, if something big were to go down, the international, a genuine shit hit the fan situation. I'll come back to this.